Okay, hello,
Home.
I'm back.
No. Clock. 9:08 a.m.
It's 9 o'clock, or 8 past 9, I don't care. It's around 9 o'clock a.m. on Saturday,
Calendar. Sunday the 21st of September.
the 21st of September, so I better hurry up and get
Amazon
something
Alexa.
to eat.
Amazon. Record. Voice. Net. YouTube. YouTube. Screen recognition. Video player. Button. Heading.
Oh, Jesus.
Expand panel to full. Back. Replies. Head. Close. Reply. Back. Button. Expand panel. Add more than 4. Comments. Heading. Close. Button.
How do I close these comments?
Robert Morris vertical line from Megachurch to Munch. WF. Robert Morris vertical line from Megachurch.
Robert Morris. I was listening to a video and I'm starting to feel like I'm going to spew up, so I need to stop. Basically, this lady come out as an adult because she was sexually abused by a pastor who, of all people, pretended to be,
Page 1 of 11. Item 1 of 3. Speech
this
off.
perfectly godly human being who so-called loved God and so-called, blessed everybody. It's like, yeah, sure. And then her family's calling her out as fake because why didn't she say anything earlier? Well, fact is, for anyone who survives sexual abuse, logically it would be the thing to say something straight away. But if they're a person in high authority and they're shaming you and you're only a child, and then eventually you go, oh shit, I'm growing up and I need to say something because I'm shamed out for something that's not my fault and I'm being blamed for something that I didn't do myself, someone else is hurting me the wrong way. Fuck, I need to say something before it continues to go on for years. And then people are deliberately, oh, yuck. That's why I need to stop reading the comments and listening to the video because, ooh. People are outright lying in the comments and supporting this disgusting monster by claiming that pastors can step down from ministry for several years, prove they've repented. Like, how can you prove that you've changed your mind and not going to do something bad again when that never happens? But I won't go into another argument about that. So they step down for a couple of years and then they go back into the ministry as if that's perfectly ordained. Like, the Bible doesn't say that once someone's disqualified from a pastor that they can be reinstated. I've never read it anywhere in my New Testament, King James or otherwise. Not that I'm here to preach about the Bible. I'm just saying, when you watch these stupid videos with religious hypocrites getting on there and saying blah, 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 and it's like, oh, I'm going to start spewing soon. I'm going to get real sick and I'll probably need medication to bloody fix it. And I don't want to put myself through such a stupid, dramatic ordeal since it's getting closer to Christmas time. Yes, it's September, but hey, I don't want any dramas for the rest of this year, and I'm sick of hearing religious hypocrites pretending, with a list of endless evil monster excuses, must I add, pretending that they read and follow the Bible when they don't. And, yet they, continuously lie and say, oh, this pastor or priest or whoever is innocent when they're not. And I'm like, why do these religious nutcases get exposed in public for doing the wrong thing? And then other idiots get on there, onto whatever social media platform, and try and cover up the abuse again. So people get exposed, survivors speak up, victims speak up. You can call them survivors or victims, people are victimised. They speak up and then they're told, oh, this person is forgiven, they're fine. Which isn't actually true. Just because we think we've forgiven someone doesn't mean they've changed. We might have forgiven them in our hearts, but they're still evil monsters. Forgiving an evil monster doesn't make them a good person. It never will work differently. And it's okay to say, I forgive this person, I forgive that person. What's not okay is saying, I want this evil monster to be released from prison, or I want this evil monster to continue working with kids, or I want this evil monster to continue working in the church ministry just because I have chosen to forgive them. That's the issue. The issue is not saying, hey, I hate this person because they're a monster, but I'm not going to get revenge, I'm too forgiving for that. That's not the problem. That is not an issue to say you don't want to get revenge against evil people. That's the good part. The bad part is hoping an evil monster gets reinstated in whatever job or ministry or area of living that he was disgraced from in order to get access to his modus operandi again. If he's an evil monster because he kills people, why is he allowed to work in a hospital? If he's an evil monster because he harms children, why is he allowed to work at a school where he can harm children? Giving someone access to various areas and situations after he has offended, he or she, mostly he, is like taking a dog to the butcher's and expecting them not to steal meat from over the counter. If you don't want an animal to steal meat from the butcher, don't take them in there. If you don't want an evil monster to continue to kill people or harm children or rape women, don't give them access to children or women or people. Giving evil monsters access to stuff that everyone knows they're going to use to harm others is a really, really, really bad idea. It's disgusting. And if I had have kept watching this video, Robert Morris, a disgusting charlatan, pretending to be a decent pastor when he was just an evil criminal monster, I would have gotten really sick. It would have just crushed me would be more a vague term for it, would have devastated me so severely, and then I would have to sit at home for the rest of this week all decrepit and sad. So I had to stop watching this bloody video. Oh, I just couldn't keep doing it, Oh, yuck. I hope this milk is okay today when I get it out, because I have to get new milk tomorrow. Oh, I've got to walk to the shops, of course. Of course, I have to walk to the shopping centres. I've got to get my hair cut, and what else am I doing tomorrow? I have to buy milk, so I thought if I've got to get milk, I might as well get my hair cut while I'm there. I would prefer to go out on Tuesday with my support worker to get my hair cut and get the milk, but oh God, I'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know how hot the weather will be outside tomorrow. I don't know if the milk will definitely be rotten by then. But anyway, we just have to see what happens. Let me just do something.
Speech off. Save to record. Button.
Oh no, I don't
Home.
want that
My
video.
Telstra. Maps. My Amazon. Suncorp. Recorder HQ. Pause. Stop. Pause. Button. Minus. Pause. Button. iPhone microphone. Speech off.
Okay, I'm back. I just had to do a quick toilet break. I just have to clean that up, actually. How can you not clean it up? Yuck. Toilets have to be cleaned up. I can't just not have a clean toilet. The toilet cleaner is almost empty, but oh well. I have to get a new one out of the cupboard soon. And I have to get new hand soap for the bathroom too. Yuck. I will come back after to clean that toilet off. I just want to let it soak for several fucking hours. To let it get nice and clean, because how can you not have a clean toilet? I won't get a picture of that on Be My Eyes, of course, because that's just, because that would go on YouTube. Oh yuck, I don't want to have pictures of my clean toilet being described publicly on YouTube. Thank you very much. Oh yuck, I don't think so. Yuck. I am just quickly dressing up so I can actually go outside. Obviously, I've got to make a coffee first before going outside. Right. What have we got up here? Oh yeah, still heaps of water in the coffee machine. Yep, there's lots of water in. Oh no, I've got to get a coffee pod or I'm gonna forget to have some lattes, or I'll forget to have it as well. I will forget to have it. Not gonna have a lot of water in today, so I'm just gonna have some. Just have one. There's not a lot of dairy at the moment. Put that other one up here. Because I'm an ignorant. I won't adopt my old habits before locking everything up. But what I can do is, when no one's here, I can put stuff on the table how I want it on there. And whenever I hear a, knock, knock, knock at the door, I can say, hang on, give me a minute. 2 minutes later, I've quickly locked everything up how I want it all locked away. I've put rubbish from the table into the bin, And obviously there does have to be a degree of order, because if there's any medication sitting around, it has to be specifically put separate from other rubbish so that I don't accidentally throw out medicine. That's fair. But if I put medicine in its own little spot on the table and I hear knock, 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 I can say, hang on, quickly put medication away, whether I lock it away or put it back into the knickknacks box or something. I at least know where everything is, and whenever anyone comes inside, they don't have the chance to nick something and then say, oh, when was the last time you touched your stuff? Where did you lose it, or why did you chuck it away? It's like, I won't be lied to by anybody, but yeah, anyone who says things like that, I just go, well, oh, what's wrong with this coffee machine? I just go, well, I keep stuff where it needs to be, and if people want to go tampering with it and then claim that it wasn't them, well, they are not coming back here. It's a revamp of the old story that I told weeks ago, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but I'm kind of new on it, where, you know, I can leave stuff on the table when no one's around but me, and if I think I'll lose it, at least I know to put stuff in specific spots so that I just can't lose anything. Wow, what's wrong with this coffee machine? It's not working. Oh, it's not working. Not working. Oh no. Work your bloody thing. Come on. I'm going to have to get a Be My Eyes picture. Hang on. I need to get a Be My Eyes picture. Be My Eyes.
Speech on. Messages. Messages. Page 2 of 3. Google. DocuSign. Music. Medicare. In iCloud.
Where's Be My
Doc.
Eyes?
Phone. 2 new item. Phone. Page 1 of 3. Doc. Page 1 of 3. See. Page 1 of Be My Eyes. Be My Eyes.
Where
In
is
progress.
Be My Eyes?
Take starting camera.
Okay.
Just take picture. Button.
I'm going to get a picture.
Take picture.
Yep.
Analyzing picture. Please wait.
Ah, the coffee machine's working. Yay!
Top view of a DeLonghi Nespresso coffee machine. The machine is black with 2 round green lit buttons at the top, each with a coffee cup symbol. One small and one larger used to select espresso or lungo coffee sizes. Below the buttons is the DeLonghi logo. The machine is on a countertop, and a cup is placed underneath, ready for coffee. There is also a power cord visible in the background.
Okay, I'll just get it. I'll just clear
Take
that.
picture. Button. Top view. Clear. Top view of a clear.
Clear
button.
that.
Clear. Home. Be My Eyes.
And yeah, it's
Amazon Alexa.
working.
Amazon. Suncorp. Recorder HQ. Pause. Stop. Button. Pause. Minus 16.
Yeah, it's finally working. Yep. Okay. Now get that coffee pot out. Oh no, hang on. I now have to take that all out. Oh, the coffee pot's stuck in there. How do I undo that? Out. Oh, there's heaps of coffee pods in there, that's why. Jesus. Heaps of them in there. Jesus. Right, I got rid of them all. So, they're out. They're out. They're out. Oh, put that back in there, how that works. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, yep, there's water everywhere. It's all over the place now. Oh, yuck, I'm going to wash this out. Didn't remember to wash this out. Oh, stuff everywhere. Oh. Oh, that's gross. Mental note to yourself, don't fucking don't leave too many coffee pods in there, because that's not gonna work. Oh Jesus, I can't even get this sitting correctly. Oh, how do I get it in there? Oh. Oh no, I'm messy. Oh, coffee machine's dirty too. It is really. So I've got my cup of coffee that's basically going cold. I'm just going to put it in the microwave. That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to microwave it because it's too warm. It's not even warm coffee. It's not even warm coffee. Clean all that up. Oh, I have to microwave for 30 seconds before adding milk to that. I have to do that or it's going to be
Door open.
yucky, gross.
Door closed. Start.
Yes.
High power microwave. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's cleaned out. Alright, that is cleaned out too. Now, how do I put this back together? Oh, Jesus. Oh, fucking thing.
Complete.
I hate this stupid thing. Hang on. How do you get that back? Oh my God. Oh. No, that's how to get it in there. You get that back in. Oh yeah, that sits in, but not this tray. No, I can't even get it in there. I used to be perfect at getting that set together, and now I can't even get it in there. Well, how do I get that in there? Okay, that sits like that. How do I actually get it in there? Because that's sitting wrong. Put that in there. that in there. How does that all sit together? Well, I can't get it together. If this coffee machine was less expensive, like it wasn't $400, I would have chucked it in the bin and gone back to instant coffee, but I haven't because it's a decent coffee machine. You just can't get it together. You just can't get it together. Now, how do we get it in? Lift that up like that. Yep, put it in like that. Aha, like that. So you've got to get it out like that. Oh, and put it up like that. Okay. Yeah, that's how that fits in. Right. I've got it working, don't worry. And I'm not going to chuck it out because the machine is too decent to get rid of. It's just very hard to figure out sometimes. It is just really, really hard to figure out sometimes. And you do have to keep it really, really clean. Like it has to be kept very clean. You can't let it get dirty. You can't let it. Like you've got to use a damp cloth to clean around the edges of it. You don't want to use a really damp cloth because it's electrical. But you do have to use a nice damp cloth and then clean the bench around the fucking machine in order to keep everything clean. So that's what I've figured out. Get the coffee machine, set it up for coffee, right? Do the coffee, say it's not hot enough, microwave it for several seconds.
Door open.
And then add sugar and
Door
milk to it.
closed.
Add sugar and milk to it. That's how you do that. So, at least I know if I don't like it hot, if I don't like it warm, and I want it to be very warm, not just tepid, I need to microwave it for several seconds. So I've done that. Now I'll still use the kettle sometimes, but just not as often as I would think to use it because I don't need to use it very often. I don't need to use it very, very often at all. So, I have done that. I have done that. And now add milk to it. I hope the milk is okay. Hope the milk is okay. Yes, it's still alright. Luckily, it's still okay. There we go. I'm going to microwave that for about 1 minute just to make it nice and hot because it's very cold. It is cold and I don't want a cold coffee. So I'm going to heat it up. I'm going to make it hot.
Door open.
I'm going to make it very hot.
Door closed. 10, 20, 30, 40 to start. High
There we
power
go.
microwave. 40 seconds.
Yep, I'm going to make it real hot. Really. Not too hot because there's milk in it, but just warm up.
Door open.
Alright. I made it a little bit warmer.
Door closed.
That's perfect. Oh my
Minus 60
god.
dB.
What have we got with this
Call.
phone?
Stop. Button.
Okay.
Pause. Button. Record. Speech off.
I'm going to take you outside for a few minutes. I'm going to have some brekkie cereal soon too. At least I know if I feel a bit dodgy I can have one more of those Lactase pills. It'll be just fine. But I'll be having some cereal soon. Let's go outside. It's a bit warm out here, but it's nice and cool at the moment. Very cool out here at the moment. Right. I must say, even though my cough is still there a bit, it's not nearly as bad as it was the other day or yesterday. I'm slowly getting better. It's nice and quiet out here today. I'm planning on giving this table a decent little wash over soon. I can do my cleaning up on Saturday and Sunday when no one's around to say how come water's getting onto my car and all that sort of stuff. And this is beautiful. See, if I don't microwave my drinks, they're just not hot enough for my liking. I don't know why I'm getting missed phone calls either. I think I'll have to stop this recording to find out where they are coming from and check voicemails, I think. And then I will come back to do another recording and I will merge this file with the new one because it is interesting. Well, it will be interesting, to be honest.
Speech off. Call. Stop. Button. Minus iPhone microphone. Speech off.
I'm back for the long haul. Right, I got a crappy scam voicemail, so I deleted it and I blocked that phone number. Several people said to me, just don't answer the phone and let it go to voicemail. And when it does that, I know, oh, I need to ring them back, or I don't. And luckily this time, it was just a stupid voicemail with some crappy person talking, I don't know, he was mumbling. So I deleted, and it wasn't even a long message, I deleted it. And I blocked that number because I thought, well, they're ringing the wrong number, and I don't answer the phone full stop. If people don't like leaving voice messages, then they probably need to send an email or text saying, hello, this is blah blah, and I'm going to be ringing you at this time tomorrow. Please pick up the phone because I need to talk. Otherwise, they're going to get my voicemail and either not leave a message or text me and say, hey, I rang you, but you went to voicemail. It's like, then either leave a message or fucking hang up before voicemail activates. Ning nong. Not one of my subscribers, obviously, just other people generally. If you don't want to leave a voice message, don't wait for the message to say, please leave a message. You know, hang up way before then. And send a text or email, hello, I tried to ring you, can you ring me back please? Otherwise, I'm just going to assume it's a scam, and I won't even ring back, and I'll even block I'll even block that number. At least I know when making a cuppa, make sure I add boiling water to the cup first. Otherwise it's too cold. Luckily the milk is good, I can get some tomorrow. If I have to go to the shops, I can at least say, well, I've made my excuse to walk there, I can get a haircut. Oh, I'm glad I gave that coffee machine a good little clean up. At least I know after a couple of uses, get the tray out and tip out the pods, because when I didn't do that, the coffee pod tray nearly got stuck. It almost got stuck. And I was panicking because if it had gotten stuck, I would have had to get the Nespresso people to fix my coffee machine. Damn it, I would have been pissed off. And I was lucky I used Be My Eyes to check the coffee machine, because yes, it's working, it just takes a while to work. And I'm glad I fixed the machine myself, because if it gets really stuck, you got to get the Nespresso manufacturer to take the machine back and fix it. And send it back to me, and I would have been so angry if I'd done that. I do not plan on ditching this coffee machine though, because it works good. It just doesn't make hot coffee, and I want hot coffee. In any case, it is done now, so yeah, I don't know if I want cereal today or not. I want toast or cereal. I can't make a decision. maybe I'll have toast. I don't know. I've figured out how to do decently fried eggs though, so yeah. I have figured out how to do decently fried eggs. So I could do fried eggs and fried sausages. Oh, yummy. Because I'm an Ning Nong, I don't have to cook more than 3 sausages at one time. And that way, if I only want 1 or 2 sausages, I've got a couple left over to eat later today or the next day. I don't have too many there. What a Ning Nong. So I can cook up some sausages and cook some fried eggs. And enjoy eating brekkie. What else can I do? Talk about all the bullshit going on with YouTube and stuff that was meant to happen in September that never did. I actually feel like going back onto back over the videos and putting comments in there like, hey, our planet was meant to become a prison by now, what's going on? Nothing's changed. And I want to get onto all the Christian nutjob channels and say, hey, what's happened with your false prophetic narrative about Jesus coming back to this earth this month? What's happened with your cult leader mentality saying that we all need to get ready for Armageddon when nothing's changed? You know, I just want to start doing that. I just want to go back to videos that happened months ago saying, oh, September's meant to be this and this and this, and then nothing even happens in September, and you're like, why are all these nutjobs getting on YouTube lying and misrepresenting their religious faith, must I add? Misrepresenting their own faith. Date setting and predicting stuff that's not even real. Come on, get real, you know. Maybe Jesus is coming back eventually, but he's not going to be back this year or next year. He won't even be back in 2030. That's just a false narrative. We've got years and years and years and years to go on this planet. People are inventing false narratives all the time. And they're cursing others on the pretext of the Bible said, well, it didn't say that actually. Like people curse others saying, oh, if you don't believe this, you're going to burn in hell. It's like, the Bible never said that. And the Bible also tells you not to curse other people either. It tells you not to curse other people. Sometimes there's exceptions. I get it. But with every instance of, I don't believe what you think, please be a little bit, Christian and not be so damn negative and judgmental on other people. Because, very virtuous of people to negatively come down on others when they shouldn't be doing that, but that's just humanity for you. That's everyone. Most people are like that. Not saying everyone is the same, but I find all the people that jump up and down about how they follow what they read do the least amount of following what they read. People who brag have red flags. No, to make it rhyme, people who brag are a red flag. If you brag too much, you're telling me that you don't really feel sincere about what you believe, and you're trying to convince yourself of something that you know is either definitely fake, or in cases that the situation that you're bragging about is real, you're trying to convince yourself to believe in something that you don't believe in. So please, don't brag about something without evidence. And secondly, don't even be arrogant and brag about stuff, full stop. And if you have a decent excuse for bragging, with any exception of the rule, please substantiate very, very precisely with clear, hey, this is the best situation ever, can I show you? And it really is the best, and I'm going, oh God, you're right, I'm going to start raving too. But if you're just bragging for the sake of it, I'm not going to believe it. Ever. So yeah, the world isn't going to change anytime soon. Jesus isn't doing what everyone on YouTube says he's going to do. I've kind of learnt over the years that if religious communities tell you something, it's probably fake. It's probably a big hoax. It's probably not happening. If people tell you something, it's not verified or substantiated, so sometimes it is. You know, they might say, oh, there's a big storm on the way, and there is. But most of the time I'm like, yeah, sure, I've heard that for years. It's not going to happen. Not going to even happen. I'm a bit more careful when people say, oh, be careful when you go outside, there'll be a storm coming this afternoon. It's not verifiable, but that's what it looks like. And then I go back inside, and then the storm doesn't come, and I'm like, next time I'm going out. But then next time a fucking big storm could be happening, because I think, nah, I'm going out. A storm was meant to happen. Last time I was told it didn't, so this time I'm going out, and Murphy's Law would have it that I would get caught in a storm. So I'm a bit careful, because you never know. But I have got to get my hair cut. I have got to get it cut. And then, yeah, when I'm dealing with my health and people just don't believe me because, oh, I'm going to see if you're stupid by tricking you into eating stuff, to see if you know I've tricked you. I'm going to see how much I can deceive you, to see how stupid you are, to see if I can prove that you're lying. I'm just going to lie to you and say, oh, there's no dairy in this product, because if I tell you that and you get sick, I'll know that, oh, you are getting sick from eating dairy without treating the condition. Oh, well, do that. But if you do that, you're going to prison, because I don't appreciate being tricked and lied to. I mean, it's a criminal offence to lie to someone, knowingly tricking them. You know, it's tampering with food. If you trick me into eating something that I don't know is in the food, well, you're like the other stupid Erin Patterson who killed people by putting poisonous mushrooms in their food and then lying and saying no, there weren't any poisonous mushrooms in the food when there were. If people do that to me, I lower them to the psychopathic level, to the level of this psychopathic character in prison. If people treat me like that, they are getting treated like this stupid psychopathic murdering female. It's like most women now, oh, this lady got away with killing people. Oh, she's in jail for life. But if she can do it, hey, I might do that too, even if I get locked up for life. I mean, how low can anyone get to think they want to kill other people? And when I was younger, I thought women were generally much nicer than most men. Now I don't like women or men. I do not trust women. I do not trust men. There are selectively some men and women who are really decent. But as a whole, I don't trust the human race. I just don't trust anyone, because I feel that I'll be tricked into eating something poisonous, and putting me on drugs for that isn't going to fix it. I will just swallow stuff because, A, I can swallow. I'll just swallow what I'm offered. But I'm still going to say, no thanks, I don't want to eat that. No thanks, I don't trust what you're giving me. And then when you go, oh, your medication isn't working. No, it's not, because medication doesn't fix critical thinking. It just fixes symptoms. It just fixes out of control issues that are not based in reality. So if I think something will make me sick, which it can, but maybe it won't, I'm more likely to try different foods and find out that I'm not sick. But if I already get sick from eating something, then no amount of drug adjustments and new medications is going to change the fact that some food is making me sick and I can't eat it. And medication won't make me trust people any better than not using medication, because medication does not convince me that it's okay to be tricked or brainwashed. Medication is only there for symptoms that are based on being really uncomfortable when, imagining stuff shouldn't cause panic attacks. If it does, take medication, fix it. But that's not going to fix someone else lying to me and me just believing what they're lying about. That's not what medication fixes. So now I won't trust anyone with my food. I'll trust a couple of people with my food. I can't name who they are, obviously, but I won't trust anyone else with my food. Only me. There is barbecues that happen several times a year. The people doing the barbecues don't tamper with people's meals, so I'm quite happy to trust meals at the barbecue because they're never tampered with, so I'm okay with that. And I'm forced to eat food at the hospital, but it doesn't get tampered with, so I'll just eat it. Sometimes I will say no, but most of the time I just eat what I'm given. I just don't trust most people because they'll all say, oh, I eat this, I eat that, it's really nice. And then when I say I don't like it, their automatic reaction is, you're blind, you're stupid, I expect you to believe that something that I like, that I think is nice for you, and I'm going to force you to eat it like a child, even if I have to lie and trick you, because you're stupid and don't know anything. As in, use disability as an excuse to deliberately tamper with my food. So I do find it disgusting, you know, if I meet someone and they say, I don't like spicy food, and I say, well, I don't care if you don't like spicy food, I'm going to force you to like it just because I like it. Yeah, that's quite disgusting. Or I love eating avocado, but if someone says they don't like avocado, how about I just assume they're stupid and put avocado in their salad? Put it in their salad and tell them that there's no avocado in it, and when they like eating it, I can say, guess what, you ate avocado, so you're lying, you do like avocado. Why would I want to do something like that? Like, that's tampering with food. That is honestly tampering with food. And if it happens, I will report it and block whoever is doing the wrong thing and never interact with them again, ever. I won't put up with people doing shit like that. I can't do it. Yuck. I can't do it. Ugh. Gross. Some people are just, yuck. Some people are just, yuck. Some people are just gross. Blah. Some people have no idea how to be human beings, and I'll make a consideration on Tuesday. I'll wait till then, because if I discover that someone who I know of thinks it's okay to treat me like I'm not a human being, as far as I'm concerned, they have literally no ethics, no moral compass, and are low-life scumbags. A low-life scumbag. I will see what happens on Tuesday. So far, so good. But already this person has denied once that I'm not being... She's denied once that I'm not being treated like a person. She reckons that I'm just assuming that I'm not being treated like a human by some people. And I told her, no, it's not about assuming. I expect to be treated like a human, or there's going to be no relationship. Because treating people like human beings is the right thing to do, and if you don't support that, I don't support that person with their disgusting behaviour. So I'll see what happens on Tuesday. Maybe this person made a innocent mistake. Maybe it's not intentional. Maybe it's not. Maybe she denies it because she thinks everyone treats each other like human beings and she doesn't know that evil people exist. I don't know. Or maybe she is a disgusting scumbag and I'll have to cut her out. I'll see what happens. But if she starts with any of her babying and infantilizing and treating me like I'm stupid and like I need to be told how to think and what to do and all that, she is gone. I will not tolerate any bossy people. It's okay that they have some bossiness, like people have to be bossy to a point to keep control of their lives. They can't just have zero control. But that doesn't mean they get to decide, oh, if you say you don't like something, I'm going to hide it in your food to see if you're lying. If you say you can't eat something, I'm going to assume that you can eat it. Like, I'm going to tamper with your food because I know you can't see me tampering with your food. Soon as people know that you can't see, they go dodgy. Soon as people know you're blind, they get away with stuff right under your nose, and then when you find out, they go, oh, I made a mistake, I didn't mean to do anything wrong. It's like, well, they didn't make a mistake. A mistake is, oops, I gave you the cup of tea, I meant to give you the cup of coffee. So they swap it for the coffee. Or they accidentally didn't put sugar in the coffee. Or, you know, they're giving me a plate of food and I want the one without spice, like curry and all that. So when they realise they've given me the wrong meal, they get me the other meal. They're mistakes, not, I'm going to see how much I can get away with and then apologise hoping you'll forgive me later. Like, that is not going to go over with me very well. So, if I find out that this person is all for eugenics and, dare I say it, killing people because they are different from her, or she believes in dehumanising people, I will give her something to think about, and she will be ditched straight away. Obviously, I am going to be judgy because when people act like they're empathetic and all sympathetic, and then you tell them, I don't appreciate being dehumanised, and they go, oh, I'm sure people don't treat you that way. Well, that's not sympathy and empathy. That's you as in people in general. That's people in general choosing to accuse me of lying and choosing to accuse me of lying about other people when I'm not. I'm stating a fact. The fact is, I do not want people to dehumanise me. That is a fact. I am not saying it for the sake of it. Don't treat me like shit and then get away with it by saying, oh, I'm sure people don't treat you that way. So stop lying to me and stop pretending to be empathic and sympathetic and all that when you're just a cunt, a scumbag. Before anyone takes offence, I'm not having a go at my subscribers, any of them, and I'm not having a go at my regular listeners. Like, you know, if you haven't subscribed yet, tap the subscribe button. But if you haven't subscribed and you're a regular listener, I'm not having a go at you. And, you know, some of my subscribers are more busy than others, and some people listen to every single recording. So to those who are regular listeners, all of you subscribers are fine. And if you're listening right now, you know who you are. Please don't go like getting freaked out that it's your fault when it is not. So now that all of this stuff is off my chest, I will see what happens on Tuesday, and I will determine if I'm dealing with a decent person who makes innocent mistakes or a mongrel scumbag who deserves to be shot. Now, I know these days we can't shoot people publicly, but Christ almighty, some people deserve shooting. Mother of God, the nerve of some people, I tell you. In any case, it is a lovely day today. It is lovely. I'm going to upload this recording, and I will probably end up socialising with one of my friends soon. I'll see what they are up to. and I'll end up chit-chatting for hours. I have managed to kill a whole stack of enemies, anime, I mean. I don't even mean anime, or animes, or enemies. I mean, I have managed to kill an entire stack of enemies in Swordy Quest, and I have figured out how to find rare enemies. I will show you all of that later. I have killed several of them, so I'll show you in the Swordy book what I got rid of. And each time I come across them, I just defeat them again, and then they tally up in the book, I've defeated 1 of this enemy, and 15 of that enemy, and 50 of the other one, and how many of this other one, so I can show you in the Swordy book what I have defeated, because they don't fully disappear off the map. They get defeated, and then they're on the record as defeated enemies, and then they just reappear and you keep fighting them over and over again. But then some new undefeated enemies show up, and when you defeat them, they reappear later and you can re-battle them over and over again, and they tally up to higher and higher levels, and they just get stronger and stronger basically. And because Swordy Quest is like Minecraft, you get more resources, more rewards, you level up and you get stronger, and you get higher benefits and all that. So, I'll play more Swordy Quest later. Tomorrow I'm going to get this phone call and I'll find out what the go is with the talking air fryer, and then I'll give the kitchen bench a little bit of a clean up, because I'm going to need to put the talking air fryer on there. So I'm going to have to rearrange my home a little bit, because I can't just move my coffee machine and kettle away. They have to stay there permanently so I can keep working with them, and the toaster. So I can't just go moving everything around, so I have to rearrange my other kitchen bench, and I will do that when I find out that my air fryer is paid for by my NDIS plan manager. I can start organising my kitchen several days before its arrival, so all I need to do is pop it up on the bench and it's there. That way, whenever I don't need it, I can put it over on the spare bench and take it back to the stovetop each time I need to use it, pretty much. The other thing I can do is put it over on the other bench where my coffee machine and toaster is, unplug one of the power cords and plug it in there and use it over there, and use my stovetop for boiling veggies or cooking steak or something. Like, if I want steak and chips and salad, that's what I'd do. Otherwise, if I just want a pie, I would just put the air fryer on the stovetop and cook my pie. That would be it. That's what I'd do. In any case, I'm going to upload this recording, and I will be back later to play Swordy Quest, and I'll be back tomorrow with my good news, or if it's bad news, I'm hoping I don't have to purchase this air fryer myself. I'd get the shits if I had to do that. I would not be happy at all. But anyway, I'll sort that out. I'm hoping I can just be sent a quote. Or actually, I would like the people to send the quote to my plan manager. That way they can just pay for this bloody air fryer for me. Anyway, I will get going. I hope that this person who
Speech. Stop.
helps me under the NDIS, I hope they are just an innocent person who just doesn't know, they've lived a sheltered life and they don't know what evil and suffering even is. So when you tell them something, to this person it's a foreign concept, and how can anyone be that bad? Well, lady, it kind of works like this. If you don't know that there's such a thing as bad people and an evil world, to you it's just going to seem like the world is a safe place to live in, when it's not. And no offence to women, because most people are decent, but I have met some very, very naive ladies in my lifetime. Very naive. People can't be that evil. People can't be abusive. Okay, lady, you go out at night on your own and you see what happens when you get abused, and then come back and tell me that there's no bad people. You come back and tell me when you've been harmed that people can't possibly want to hurt me. Because yes, they possibly can hurt me. I just don't put myself in stupid situations, because I don't believe the world is perfectly safe, and I'm not going to hang around people who might try to hurt me just because, people just can't be that bad. Well, I do live a sheltered life, but I don't live as though my sheltered life can somehow stop bad people from being evil monsters, because people don't change. People get worse over time. I live a sheltered life because it's safe for me to do so, and when I go out, I expect everyone to treat me nice, but I know that not everyone's going to treat me nice, so I've got to be ready to say, hey, don't scream at me for no reason. Don't grab me and try and drag me around in the shopping centre because you think I'm a rag doll, because I'm going to get the shits if you do that, and I will smack you. So don't drag me around, and don't treat me like I'm naive and trusting and no one could ever hurt me just to get away with hurting me, because that's not going to happen either. I won't put up with people lying and tricking me. I don't tolerate witches. I don't tolerate any of them. I tolerate that people have beliefs and experiences, I get it. But I don't tolerate deliberate, manipulative liars. People getting away with stuff just for the sake of being stupid and causing whatever trouble they can. So, yeah. In any case, I'm going to get going, get something to eat, and I'll be back soon.
Stop button.